This week on the Round 2200K podcast, we bring the Brownlow Shark back in studio.
I revealed my top 10 of the Brownlow.
Yes, we did.
Looking forward to everyone's thoughts. You guys thought it was amazing? I know it's amazing.
It is amazing.
We won a lot of money on the your Brownlow
Yes,
Bible last year, so we got it out the top 10. It's awesome. As always, Dars, try and turn $10 into 100K betting on the footy. It's a Monday night, so the markets are a little bit skew-if, but we will finalise the multi on Saturday. It's actually a hell of a show.
It was a great show. I don't think I've ever laughed that hard in my life.
A lot of inside. Jev's in Bali. Jev's getting browner and rounder.
Very much so.
But
let's go.
Welcome back to the show that's absolutely lost the plot. The show that 5 weeks ago had the Swans and the Blues on top. Some players in serious form. The Helmet Hercules, Tristan Xerri, playing like a prime Dean Brogan. And we now have a new Coleman leader with Curnow just being edged out by Jesse Hogan. The Crows and the Saints officially eliminated and are packing their bags. Will Schofield thinks we should call the Gold Coast Suns the Pork Snags. With the Lions sitting on top and the Dogs finding their bark, we bring back the best Brownlow predictor with 100K's very own, the Brownlow Shark. Welcome back to the 100K Footy Show, where every week we get our brains together, try and win $100,000 from a single $10 bet, a 25-plus league multi. Betting on the footy, boys. Good to be back. Morgs, you're in the hot seat.
Lovely introduction, Das. No Jeff this week. As we said on the Sunday roast, he's flown to Bali, and rightfully so after what the Swans dished up on Saturday night. So right timing for him to get away, get fresh. Das. What do you call a bunch of British blokes wanking together?
Here we go.
A Union Jack. That's not bad. Hey, we are very lucky. So we've been spoiled, Das. So last night, as you said, joined by Will Schofield on the roast. It's the biggest roast of all time, they're saying. But pundits are saying. But it's been way too long that we haven't had the Brownlow medalist.
Yes, it has.
Sorry, the Brownlow Shark. Welcome.
Brownlow medalists, I'll take that.
Welcome, Matt Diggy.
Thanks, guys. My DMs have been flooded when you come back on the show, and here I am, finally here. So good to be back.
It's good to have you back. Morgs, you've had a player agent meeting today.
You look
what is this?
Like genuinely incredible.
Straight from the members, got the RM Williams on, like a proper flog. But yeah, getting into agency.
You've been pulling the wool over our eyes. We call you a big luggage most of the time.
I'll slim down, you reckon?
Yeah,
You look phenomenal.
I'm off the piss.
You had
about 20 scooters.
Since when? Since Saturday.
Hey, but let's crack into it.
We always want to review last week's multi. So we had a 31 leg multi, but there was one void. So we got 23 out of 30 legs. 23 out of 30 legs.
As we always do for new listeners. So every week we try and turn $10 into 100K betting on the footy. Hence 100K sports. Hence the 100K multi.
And you're so close.
They're so fucking close. So you've got round 21 results.
Yeah. So we had 23 legs out of 30. I'll just go through all of them. So usually we say my bets, Morgs, and Jev's, but I'll just go through them. So we had Chad Warner for 20.
Yep.
You only got 19. Amadi was the void. Curnow for 3, didn't kick 1.
Yep.
So that was the only losing leg in that same gamer.
First time he didn't kick a goal in 67 games.
Warple for 20, had 16. Ginnivan didn't kick a goal. Watson didn't kick a goal. And Kyle Oman didn't kick a goal, or Cooper Sharman. That's it.
Wayne Carey.
So all of our good legs. So Larky snag, Cameron snag, Butters 25, Roberts you 20. We had Georgiades for 1. He kicked 4. Walsh 25, Pendles 20, McStay goal, and Owies goal. John Newcomb 20, Moore 15, Lockie Ash 20, your man. Toby Green for 2, Binger Daniels 1, Jesse Hogan for 2, kick 5. He's been in unbelievable form. Sarong 25, Jordan Clark 20, Treacy 2, Young 20, Langford for a snag, Danaher for 2, kick 4, Cam Rayner for a snag, had 3, and Lockie Neal for 25. We had a fucking
legs
week.
there. Some great legs.
Like you think Kyle Oman was trying his ass off. Cooper Sharman's been looking like Wayne Carey the last few weeks. We've had Warner get 19 his last 2 weeks, which has dogged us. Nick Watson had his chances. Guinea had his chance. Warple was 4 touches off. And Curnow just dogged it. We had a fucking good
Darcy
week.
Moore gave him a bath, yeah?
It wasn't. It was Frampton. Billy Frankston.
Every one of those losing legs, I'd happily have in this week's 100K.
100%.
So
I think some might be in there as well, you might find.
I think you might be right. Punters Clubs, 4x100, and then the 10K.
Oh, fuck. We absolutely dogged it here, boys. So the 4x100, we just didn't get there over the line. So the multi that we did put on, so we had 2 losing legs. So we had Jeremy Cameron for a snag. He got that early. Logan McDonald went to the fucking back line. So this is the last time we bet him.
How are we supposed to say that?
Like they get absolutely spanked. So he didn't kick it. Charlie Curnow for 2. Obviously didn't get a sniff.
Stiff.
Then we had Toby Green for a snag, Dylan Moore for 15, Jai Miss for a snag, and Joe Danaher for 2. So that was the 4x100 punters club. So that's where we try and win 100 grand over 4 weeks. Again, that gets slashed. So I'm not sure if we're going to do another punters club.
Just have a breather.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a breather this week. And our normal punters club, so this is to win $10,000.
Yep.
10 grand. So the first leg got voided because Joel Amati didn't play. But George Artis kicked a snag.
A lot of Swans didn't play.
Harry Mackay goal, McStay goal. Bang. Then we had Hogan 2, John Newcomb 20. We had Will Day. He got tagged.
Yeah, out of it.
He got tagged, so he only had the 14. Tracy 2 hit. Hayden Young, we had for 20. He had 27. We had Charlie Cameron for a sag and Jack Higgins. Don't think he actually had a sniff of the footy. So the punters clubs are done for the next 2 weeks.
So, yeah, Jev's been saying that we're going to have a punters club every single week until we hit it, which I love the energy, but I just think we might be due.
No, if we get 20...
Just a week off, you know, just...
No, if we get 25 comments on YouTube saying Punters Club,
That's not bad
I'll
for
make
you.
one.
Can I also say last week I put some pressure on you. I said, why don't you just have that bet for Waterman? Let's just have a punters club for Waterman, kick 2.
Yeah, exactly.
That's simple at the end
Wasn't he
of it.
paying $2? Like, was he $2? He said
$2.10 and he
$2.
kicked you. We could have just doubled our cash.
Yeah, right.
Told you.
You in?
No one wants to
I'm
listen to
in.
it. All right, I think it's time for... This is why everyone's here. This is why everyone's
This is
listening.
huge.
So it is time. So we're actually going to combine segments a little bit because when we usually do the stock market, it's about how prices are coming in throughout the season. Say, like, Heaney was $250 and then he came in really short. It's like where the market's moving. Now we've only got a couple weeks to go. It's pretty much going to stay where it's at. So there's not as much value at the moment. I don't think anyone's going to come from the clouds in the last 4 weeks. So pretty much the top 10, which the Shark is going to go through. So we're going to have the Shark segment and we're going to sort of go in with a bit of the stock market for the best
Just
votes to get
combine.
on for your team. But Shark, take it away however you want to roll with it.
So
go for it.
This Brownlow could be one of the best Brownlows we ever see, I reckon.
I've been saying it. I hope there's a tie or like a 3-way. I'd love to see like 3 guys. Like if Dacos, Bond,
I would
Neil
also
and Cripps. Imagine a 4-way tie. That'd be awesome.
It's shaping up as, you know, as the ladder as well. Like this season's just unbelievable and the Brownlow is reflecting that. So I will go through my top 10. I think last time I was here, Heaney was well in front. So he has dropped off quite a bit.
Can we just very quickly say, as we always do when you're in the chair, for new listeners once again.
Of course.
So your prior record, so last year you were almost bang on. The only
Yes.
one you didn't have, which no one did really.
Had Neil for that
Lucky
3
Neil,
votes.
yeah.
So you had
So
what?
3 votes. He had 20 disposals, something I think, and he got 3 votes. But no one would have had him for that. So yeah, a bit stiff.
So the form is there. So he does the votes on every single game. He's got every team, which we're going to go through later in the stock market. Every single vote is counted for.
hard analysis.
It's unbelievable. It leads us into this year's Brownlow Medal Night, which we did last year. The Brownlow Spectacular was one of our most viewed things of all time. So we'll be live during the Brownlow because
and this year's going to be bigger and better than ever.
it's going to be a fucking awesome count.
We
We'd
need
love
to start promoting
It's
that.
going to be a great count.
Unbelievable count, but the broadcast itself is cheek. So we're going to be here to help you live for 4 hours.
Come watch a few blokes.
Watch the count. We'll have a couple of beers. We've got the Shark. We've got some live betting. It's going to be an extravaganza of sorts.
Especially because now you can live bet on each round. And we were making some money last year.
Yeah, we didn't do it last year. No, this year
We're making cash.
We needed the cash too.
Take it away.
Come on.
Who do you have
Alright.
for your top 10?
Top 10 in 10th. Adam Treloar on 19 votes.
He's having a season.
Having an absolute, and he probably might cost the Brownlow.
Another one.
So we'll see. Noah Anderson, 20 votes.
Yeah.
Zach Merritt, 21 votes. Errol Goulden, 22 votes. Caleb Sarong, 22 votes.
Yep.
Isaac Heaney, 23 votes.
Ineligible.
Obviously can't win it. Marcus Bontempelli, 24 votes. Nick Dacos, 26 votes. Lockie Neal in second on 27 votes. And currently leading the Brownlow, according to me, is Patrick Cripps on 30 votes.
Yeah, wow.
30 votes with 3 games to go.
Yeah, you can argue if he gets a 3 on the weekend.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was actually
his
quite a-
first quarter, last quarter was awesome. I think just because there was no massive...
It was quite a tough
anyone
game.
else that stood out. Like Newman
Yeah.
had 34, but he's not getting
Yeah, but
votes.
they're all cheap kicks.
Hewitt's not getting votes. I think Cripps was like trying to really rip the game away. So
Did you give him the 3?
I did give him the 3, yeah.
got the 3.
And I also gave Nick the 2. So people might disagree with that, but it was, yeah, as I said, it was quite a tough game to give votes in that game.
What are your thoughts on Scully last night on the Sunday roast? Said, I mean, Cripps is similar, but there's Walsh, there's Curnow, there's pinch hitters, but he said no one else really is getting votes for Collingwood. Would you agree with
that's
that?
what I had that written down actually. So no one's really taking votes off Nick. Like,
And you did say that
Henry-
you didn't have him getting votes early on the year when he was still
So-
getting third. I still have
It
a
was
feeling that he polls in
the
the first 3
Anzac
games.
Day game, he was Collingwood's best player by far, and I don't think I gave him a vote. I think I gave Essendon players all votes. So that'll be interesting to see on Brownlow night whether he polls or not. So
And not necessarily whether umpires do it on purpose, but we know the Brownlow has a history for years. Like Nick it was his last year, and obviously the last 3 weeks.
missed the last fifth.
The Brownlow has a history of riding.
Judd, Ablett, and Swan, they did like a... Everyone was
Trapezes.
favourite and everyone won on a different year. So
And the year Cripps won the Brownlow, Lockie Neal was a heavy favourite as well.
yeah, so if which is crazy to think, if Cripps actually did get rubbed out for that bump on Archie, Lockie Neal would have won, and he would be looking at his 4th Brownlow medal,
So
which is
he's
cool.
had Lockie Neal's last 5 weeks, he's polled 11 votes. So he's pretty much come from the clouds. He sort of started a bit slow, but he's just coming, and Brisbane are humming as well. So
Well, looking at, we asked you before, does he get 3 on the weekend? Like, Rayner almost put the game to bed early.
Yeah.
Like, he had pretty much 15 and 2 at half time, and then finished with 22 and 3. So you're like, does he get the votes? But Lockie Neal, when it's even, like
umpires love
like,
him.
yeah,
Like, reflects
so-
on last year.
Did you give him 3 on the weekend, Lockie?
Lockie Neal? I think I gave him 2.
Yeah,
and
nice.
Rayner 3. But as we saw last year, all it takes is, one game where you think no one's going to poll and they end up polling 3. So it just puts the whole Brownlow on its head. So can't wait.
So this is what I wanted to bring into the stock market side of things. So now the odds...
Ring the bell.
Stock market.
We're gonna ring the bell, Jeff.
Ding, ding, ding,
Thank you
ding.
for the stinger. So what we're going to do, I've just looked through some of the teams. How many teams I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams I'm looking at.
Betting
So
Bible.
obviously I don't want to look at... So you can bet on most votes so far for each team.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't want to look at like Carlton because Cripps is paying $1.01 to win that, or Sarong's paying $1.01 for freedom. So anyone that's in that are quite close, I'm going to ask you for, and I'm going to chuck on a little multi right now. Now, obviously, there's still 3 games to play.
Putting on plenty of multis at the end of the year for
So
sure.
obviously, there's
Big
still
final.
3 games to play, but if there's someone that you have in front, I'm just going to take that and put it in because it could be value now. So for the Swans,
For the Swans,
who
yes.
do you have most? Because it's got Heaney in front at $1.80.
Yep.
Goulden's at $2.20 and Warner's at $6. Who would you take?
So I've got Heaney on 23 currently. Errol Goulden's on 22 and Chad Warner's on 17. So pretty close.
So we probably think Goulden
That's the
is
value.
in the better form.
Yep.
So let's take him. So that's at $2.20. So let's chuck that in the multi.
And we know he polls after last year.
Yes.
Yeah, he came
Which
on
we
like a wet
learnt.
sale last year.
So we're going to
220
take
's
Goulden
nice.
at $2.20. Who do you have? North Melbourne. So Sheasel and LDU both at $2.
Yeah, I've got LDU on 14, just polled 3 on the weekend, and Shees was on 11. So that might come down to the last 3 games
Wait.
of the
So
year.
who'd you say? Sorry.
LDU is on 14.
So he's in
Just
front.
take
Yep.
the 2. They're both on 2. 2's nice value.
All right. So we're going to take LDU. You say?
Yeah.
Yep.
By looking at that.
Yep. Beautiful. So we're going to take LDU. Next one, West Coast. So Elliot
Coast.
is on $2.10. Harley Reid's $3, and Tim Kelly is $4.
I've currently got Elliot Yeo on 9 votes. Harley Reid's on 6.
Oh, yeah. Gobble the 210.
All right. So we'll take the $2.10.
Yeah. Elliot Yeo had a couple of games early in the year where he had like back-to-back 3 votes, I reckon. So
This is interesting. So Geelong, Cameron's at $2.
Yeah.
Tom Stewart's at 3. Holmes at 4. I thought maybe Holmes would be in front
yeah,
of
that's
Stewart.
good value. So I had Max Holmes leading before last round, but Cameron just polled 3 on the weekend. So I've got Jeremy Cameron leading on 15, Max Holmes 13, Tom Stewart 10.
Who do you want to take? Do you reckon Jez finishes off the year?
Well, Jez just polls 3 votes.
all right, let's take
like,
Jez.
I don't know.
Oh, these are 2 buckers too. This is going to
Yeah.
be building
And Geelong
nicely.
games are quite difficult to give votes out because a lot of them aren't high possession getters.
Yeah.
So it makes it a bit tricky. Whereas Cameron will kick a bag and he's going to get 3. So
Threesies.
Yeah. Port Adelaide. So Butters is $1.80, which I love. Horn
Yeah.
Francis fucking polls. So last year he had. I asked you before where Horn Francis is at, and Rosie's at $4.50. I think he's really dropped off and missed too much footy. So it's out of Butters or Horn Francis.
Yep.
Who do you have?
So I've got 5 Port players in double figures. So I've got Zach Butters leading on 16,
Yeah.
Horn Francis 14, Rosie 12, Wines 11, and Morgs / Willem Drew on 10.
yeah. Well, do we take a gamble with Horn Francis, or are we going to take Butters at $1.80?
I like the value. I'm keen on some value.
I'd probably take Butters just because after last year especially, but
From the horse's mouth. Take
Yeah.
the $2.
it's close and there's still 3 games
Take
to
the
go.
$1.80.
So who knows?
Hawthorn. So we got John Newcombe at
saw.
$1.84. Will Day at $4. He missed a lot of footy at the start of the year, but he's
Yeah,
come
he
home
did.
like a wet cock. And James Warple $7. Who are we taking?
You say John Newcombe?
Yeah, John Newcombe. His favourite.
Yeah, he's on 14 votes.
All right, so he's $1.85.
Yeah,
There's-
but
Still good though.
I don't
Yeah.
think this is going to let me multi all
He
this up.
polled very well last year, I believe, as well, John Newcombe. So.
Richmond. So Taranto's $2, Shy Bolton 3, or Baker 5. We taking.
I've got Toronto leading on 5 votes.
Fucking hell.
All right, we'll take Timmy.
And then Floston and Bolton are on 4. So
All right, we'll take Tim.
Yeah.
St Kilda, Jack Sinclair or Steele. Both started really slow. Jack Sinclair's last month. Jack Steele had a good game 2 weeks ago when he had 20 and 3.
this might surprise you. What's Rowan Marshall paying?
$4.50.
I've got him on 14 votes.
Let's take
5 votes
Rowan
ahead.
Marshall.
What'd you get him at?
$4.50.
Oh, maybe just bet that.
Yeah, so we'll just bet
Who
that.
knows? Like midfielders poll, he's a ruckman, so. but he's a bloody good player.
And then last one. So Adelaide, Jordan Dawson or Isaac Rankin. Jordan Dawson is $1.45.
Yep.
Rankin's $2.80.
I've got Dawson 13, Rankin 11.
All right, so Dawson's in front. He's playing the rest of the season.
Yeah, Rankin's missed a lot of footy as well. So
They don't let you fucking multi this.
Oh, it's so.
Oh,
weak.
wait. Unless if I maybe because I'm on another account.
We'll cut this.
Come on.
awkward silence.
Fuck, they don't let you multi it.
Yeah, it's weak.
That is so weak. But anyway.
You'll be able to at the end of the year, surely. I do it every year.
So this is what we're going for anyway. So for value, if you want $2, so Goulden so far $2.20, Davies Uniacke $2, Yo $2.10, Cameron $2, Butters $1.80, Newcomb $1.85, Taranto $2, and Rowan Marshall $4.50, which is nice. Take Dawes out. It's only $1.45. But yeah, if you put $10 on all them,
I'll have 30 on Rowan Marshall today and just root him home.
Yeah,
Sounds good to me.
the Mad Rooter. That's awesome.
We'll definitely get some, like, once the season's done, we'll definitely get some multis out there once the season's done.
Where the value was last year, Das, was because you've got the notebook. Where is the notebook? Is it around?
Yeah, it's over here.
It's an absolute Bible, Das.
It literally says Bible written on it.
But it has every round and every vote. So
does.
much like on the TV when they have their expected to poll the X's,
yeah.
we're not trusting that anymore.
We've got the Bible.
That's some sort of cheap chat GPT crap.
Yeah.
We're not trusting that. It's the
Preach.
Shark. And last year, we're all in the Bahamas by October. We made that much cash.
Especially as well, I've got a theory. Conspiracy.
I didn't make it die.
Oi, get the
I did. I cleaned up.
You were rich.
I cleaned up.
Get the tinfoil hat out, boys, because I reckon that they're working with the bookies.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
they're like,
100%.
They're like, hey, we expect this person to poll. Everyone puts money on him. We don't back
Not
that.
today.
We back the Bible. Also, if Cripps wins, I get a collective $400.
That's
so
nice. I actually, I chucked a cheeky $10 on Caleb Throng the other day. I got him at $10 just because. I
love the value there.
He polls, so
Love the value.
I'll be keeping an eye on Caleb Throng. But yeah, I would love to get everyone's thoughts on my top 10. So looking forward to hearing what people think.
Roast us.
Yeah, but yeah.
It's
Be
perfect.
nice.
Nah, be nice.
No, that's awesome.
You know what I
thanks.
say? You do. Someone else try and do.
Yeah.
100%. If you
Bloody
could see
tough
the
gig.
if you could see the work here, it's an unbelievable amount of work,
Spreadsheet.
and we'll profit from it. Brownlow night, Das.
100%. All right,
Can't
boys.
wait for Brownlow night.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll see you next week. Nah, just kidding.
So I'm done, yeah?
Nah. Also, guys, Brownlow night, as we say, we do go live. We will be betting on every single round, or obviously the best ones.
Responsibly, of course.
We'll load up the account.
Every game.
This is financial advice.
Nan's super will be bone dry.
Not the only thing that's bone dry. All right, boys, let's get into
Hang
the
on a second.
first
Can I
game.
say something?
Yeah, sure.
Jev's left his Swans
Yeah, get
rid of
beanie
it.
and his Swans scarf here. We don't want this shit here anymore.
Get out of it.
You know.
Jev's been tucking into about 500 club sandwiches.
They looked like Hampton Park's twos on the weekend. Literally.
What, the club sandwiches?
No, Sydney.
Oh, yeah.
They're playing like the 2019
Did you
Hornets.
say Hamptons?
Hampton Park.
Oh, I thought you meant, I was going to say.
They put their head over it, the Parkies.
Yeah.
Don't they?
They're
Yeah.
tough.
That's cracky.
Maybe they're not that.
No, maybe they're not.
2019 Hornets.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, boys. Yeah, you got something? Let's crack in. All right. So the round 22 100K multi, as we say, we try and put $10 on this, try and win 100 grand. Now, this isn't locked in, unfortunately, because we're time stamping this. It is a Monday, 8:17 p.m. Not all the markets are out, and we know that there's a lot of movement throughout the rounds, and that people will be missing. Players will be playing different positions, or maybe back to the twos, maybe going for surgery. So this isn't locked in,
I
but
tried a
it's,
new position last
it's
night.
like 9. Yeah, how'd you go?
The old Arabian goggles got me through.
You tied hips.
But we should say links will still go out Saturday morning.
Links
and
will
the reel
still go.
will go out. So the Patreon, it's couldn't be more valuable.
Yeah, so this is like 90% locked in. Boys, let's crack in. Lions, Giants. I would love to back on this game, but fuck, it's too early, Morgs.
It's the third Friday night game. It's very early. Das, I've been telling you about this man since gather round. I pulled John O'Brien in. I gave him a headlock, gave him a nui. I said, put all your money on Jesse Hogan to win the Coleman. Now, I'm a Charlie man, a Carlton man, but I just think Harry's in too good a form at the moment. This man is coming like a wet sail, and they're going to start feeding him. So are we. Give me Jesse Hogan for 2+. I'm getting $2.10 for it. No, not $2.10, $1.48. Sorry, $2.10 was the 3 or the 4. Very rich. As I said, John O'Brien's going to be a very rich man, thanks to me. Jesse Hogan, his last Baker's month. Hang with me. The Hawks, he's kicked 5. The D's, he's kicked 4. Suns, he's kicked 4. Tigers, he's kicked 4. Carlton, he's kicked 5. He's kicked 22 goals. Is that 22 goals? 21 goals, I think, in a Baker's month. But the form is there. Jess Hogan for 2 at $1.48. It's too good of a price. It's a premium price. Jesse Coleman, big final.
What was in that curry?
The shirt's too tight.
No, he's in good form, the boy.
Don't cut that.
I was fucked. Shark, you got anything? Oh, there'll be so much cutting.
This is good.
I've got no legs for this game.
Yeah, fuck me.
Alex too good.
We like Hogan too.
Yeah,
That's
we
a
love
great start.
We love
No,
Hogan.
To be fair, like he's in unbelievable form.
It's awesome. Johnny Brown will take Coles to the Bahamas over later on.
Oh, fuck, that's good stuff.
fine.
All right, boys, next
That's a great
game,
start.
North Melbourne, West Coast. This is at the Ice House.
be fucking freezing.
North Melbourne are looking good. Boys, so we're taking Nick Larkin with 2 goals at $1.22.
Yeah, nice.
This man loves playing the Eagles more than a 16-year-old loves playing with his own fiddle. Have a listen to this. So his last 5 games against the Eagles, 3, 6, 6, 2, 5.
Yeah.
That's an average of 4.4 a game.
That's huge.
Why we only have him for 2 is a joke, but it's only the second
Saturday game.
So, yeah, it's
Just get through.
Yeah.
just get through. He looked awesome last week.
Yep.
And I said, as long as this North Melbourne midfield stays together and you've got the Helmet Hercules in the middle,
Darius.
he will be my betting odds
Oh.
next year for the Coleman and the
As
next
soon
3
as you can
years.
bet on
Yeah.
it.
What was the take?
Hamish Brayshaw.
So Hamish Brayshaw had a take.
Good
He
take.
said, starting next year, North Melbourne will win the most amount of flags in the next 10 years.
It's a great call.
Well, yeah.
I don't know
If that midfield stays together for the next 10 years, gee whiz.
whether you
That'd
agree
be
or disagree. It's the creativity and the
Got to
take.
get able to use signature.
They will.
Yeah,
They'll get locked in. So we're taking Larky for 2, Hogan for 2. Next game, boys. This is a real interesting one.
This is.
So both teams fighting pretty much for a top 4 position.
Huge ladder implications.
Yeah,
Massive
huge ladder implications. So Freo could almost lock that up, but they've dogged it. Fremantle, Geelong over there in Perth, Optus Stadium. Morgs, talk to me.
One of 100K's favourite stars. You say it every week. Give me Jez Cameron for 2+. He
Yep.
loves Optus. He shears the sheep. He milks the cows. He kicks the snags.
Yes, he
when
does.
he's up and about, he's potent as a 50-50 cottage mix, this bloke does. He's got a better highlight he's got a better highlight reel than Nicole Aniston, and he carries more electricity than your auntie's bottom drawer. We said it on the roast, stars. Will Schofield, in case you missed it, I've mentioned it about 8 times, but he's had an up and down year. You sort of said it feels like he's either kicking 0, goes 3, or he kicks 6. So hopefully he kicks 6, but we're just taking him for 2. He's had 80% of his last 10 to kick 2. His last 5, he's gone 6, 2, 1. Against North, he's gone 3 and 4. So he's had a real baker's month. Optus suits to Jez, and we're just lucky enough to have a bet on him, Das.
Yeah, awesome.
I feel privileged.
Give me Hayden Young for 20
Awesome.
disposals. He's playing $1.16. I watched him play yesterday against the Bombers. My lord.
How good?
He is unbelievable.
Wowee.
He's the highest rated player in the game the last 7 weeks. Can you believe
Not
that?
surprising. He doesn't get a lot of.
Yeah,
does
and he's
a lot
only
with
had
it.
20, under 20 once this season. So he is in rare form. So I'll be taking him for 20 disposals. Thank you.
Perfect. I'm not sure if he's in, but I would be taking Neil Erasmus.
Oh, no doubt. Top 10 pick.
I just want to say.
To get subbed off.
Yeah, well, hey, well, I think that's where the penny fell, didn't it? Like Erasmus went off, and then the Bombers kicked like 5 in a row.
So
So
it is Erasmus, is it?
yeah, Neil Erasmus.
I thought it was like Jason Neil Erasmus.
No,
Like,
no, Neil Erasmus. Like I was
Erasmus.
shocked when he got subbed off. I was shocked. I was like, "What are we doing here?" And then the floodgates opened. So Erasmus,
Great win by the Bombers.
he's
Just quietly.
like Rahul Dravid,
yeah.
just the wall.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, Erasmus. So,
So he's a defender, is he?
he's everywhere.
He's a
Right.
mid. He's a mid.
He does
Defensive mid?
Defensive mid.
Back shoulder.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he got the push him under it otherwise. All right, so beautiful. Next game, boys. Another game at the Ice
Come on, the
House.
Bombers.
We fucking love the Ice House. Oh no, where's North playing West Coast? Are they in the Ice House?
Yeah, Igloo.
Essendon versus the Pork Snags, also known as the Gold Coast Suns. They don't travel well.
The Bombers.
Yeah.
They travel like a beef vindaloo curry from your local Chinese restaurant. No, not Chinese, Indian restaurant.
Yeah.
Morgs?
That travel's not too badly, but yeah, you talk about Rahul Dravid, Das. I just shouldered arms to this game. Essendon Gold Coast. I know Bombers fans are shitting themselves because it is sewn up for Gold Coast to get their first away win against the Bombers.
It would be a vintage Essendon loss to lose the Gold Coast this week.
I'm tipping the Pork Snags to get up.
Of course you are.
I-
You just hate Essendon.
Yes.
I can't imagine being a Bombers fan. Have you got anything in this game?
Give me Knacker's caddy for a goal.
Yes.
This kid is more electric than a car battery.
Yes, he is.
If you called RACV while you were broken down, they might just put Nate Caddy in your bonnet.
Yes, they would.
And he loves playing in the cold. So he'll be at the Igloo.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime Stag, $1.38, take to the bank.
Fantastic.
Bit like a battery. He won't kick one till the second. Just warm up a touch.
Yeah, 100%. Boys, give me the mailman. Signed, sealed, delivered, Sam Durham. 20 touches at $1.24. Kicked the
Superstar.
game-winning point last week. and will once again try to find his spot on the regular roster in the 100k multi.
Yes.
Yeah.
So had 20 earlier on in the year against the Suns. He's averaging 23.8 his last 5 games. He's definitely getting more regular minutes in the midfield. Interesting to see what's going to happen with Parrish back in the side because we know how much Parrish gets of it.
He was unbelievable last week,
But then
Parrish.
I also think that doesn't scare me away from betting on Durham. I just think with Parrish in there, they're going to win more of the footy collectively as a group.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Durham
As a
actually
Bombers
played
fan?
65% half forward.
Yeah, I know that.
But he also, he's a high half forward, so he
Yeah.
still pushes in. So, yeah, no, I'd have no issues with that.
Perfect. That's why he's in. That's why he's in the multi. Anything else?
Nothing,
No,
mate.
beautiful.
No.
Perfect. All right, next game, boys. Melbourne and Port Adelaide. We're absolutely flying through these, and I absolutely love it.
This isn't at Marvel. This one isn't.
This is
This is at the G.
the home of football.
Yep.
Melbourne, Port Adelaide. Let's go.
I am a cash cow, Das.
Here we go.
Willem Drew for 20 at $1.33, coming off
you.
a perfect 10 coaches votes. Who would have thought? He's just gone from tagger to midfield colossus. We haven't seen a transition this big since Mrs. Doubtfire does. That's
Bruce
Summer
Jenner.
saying. I've gone 100% my last 20. 420,
Yeah, no.
32, 22, 23, 20. If I had have
Nice.
told you at the start of the year that Willem Drew was going to have a month like that coming into September, you would have told me to get off my horse and fuck off. Last
Yes.
3 against the D's, 25, 22, 23. It is all there, Dars.
Mm.
This bloke has become a cash cow, and we're linking in. Well, I've become a cash cow. Get around me.
Also gave him 3 votes on the weekend.
There you go.
So
10
He's
10
had,
coaches.
it's the
and
second time this year.
He's had, I got him on 10 votes as well, so good on.
Brownlow votes.
Yes.
Geez, you're having a good year.
I'm everywhere.
You are everywhere.
Spain are playing tonight, I think. Basketball.
Hold on.
Boys, who am I, time?
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, thank God.
I've kicked 24 goals in 14 games this year. I have a dog named Cindy. My hero is Mike Sheenan. I enjoy long walks on the beach.
Fuck.
And I have the same physique as Jev. Who am I?
Oh, the same physique as Jev really, really opens her up.
Oh.
Are you a mustard packet?
I was going to say the red Teletubby.
I'll go
One more guess.
Mark Cosgrove.
It's Willie Rioli.
Wow.
No way.
He's paying $1.19 for any time. He's kicked 4 last week against those shit Swans. And he's kicked 7 his last 3. Form's there.
Form's
I'm
there.
taking Willie Rioli anytime.
Little blue wheeler named Cindy, is it?
Shout out to Jev as well.
Cindy, is that good mail?
Yeah, mate.
Mike Sheehan. What a hero. Boys, this bloke is so tight with his cash, he cuts his own hair. He won't be seeing Ted buying a fucking round at the pub for the boys. He wouldn't shout if a shark bit in this bloke. He doesn't own a wallet or a left foot. This is Jason Horn-Francis I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
20 and 1. So for 20 disposals at $1.42. For 1 snag, it's $1.40. Hell of a game last week. So he had 27 disposals, 1 goal, 12 score involvements. He's going to be up there in the Brownlow. As I said, guys, Melbourne are cheeks. They've mailed it in. Port Adelaide still want to solidify a top 4 spot. I think that he'll get his 20 disposals. I think he'll kick his goal.
It's unbelievable Porter top 4.
It's just fucked.
I still don't know if they're any good.
After their fans were booing him after they got dog walked by the Lions a few weeks ago, about 7 weeks ago,
right.
and then they've just had an absolute backflip. So there's, yes.
He's so tight that when he farts, only Cindy hears him.
Yes, because it's a tight butthole.
It's good mail.
He wouldn't do well in prison.
Call back.
Boys, next game. Here we go. We're going to this, Morgs.
We are. We'll be there. Big final.
Go.
How many fans do you reckon? How many people do you reckon are going to be? Close to 90?
Sunday lunch, 90 or
Yeah,
I don't know about
86.
Boys, here we go. Carlton Hawks, 110, MCG, home of footy. Morgs.
Big final. Give me Jack Martin for 1, Das. What a turnout last week for his
What a
150th.
turnout.
I reckon they got 90K there for his 150th. Last
Wow.
week.
awesome.
Unbelievable. Guard of Honour was in the works. Fucking hell. The only bloke getting a Guard of Honour should have been his agent. He's getting 800 grand a year, Das, to play 4 a year.
And
But
tear a calf.
when he does play, geez, we look like a different forward line.
Different forward line.
So he's actually kicked 8 goals in his last Baker's month. Obviously not a chronological Baker's month to go, but it's over the space of 12 months.
Yeah, of
course.
So he's in
perfect.
really good form. Each of the last 2 finals. So 2 finals, the prelim he kicked 2, and the qualifying against Melbourne he kicked 2 at the G. Obviously he missed the middle because you get a week. You got a week against the Ds. So he had the Swans off, and then he played against the Lions. He kicked 2 against the Pies in his 150th last week. Just a premium price, a really, really big final.
I've got 2 legs. I'll read them out.
Yeah,
both.
go. Just go.
So, first leg is Jack Gidham anytime for
Love it.
$1.28. No goals last week, but doesn't like playing in Canberra. It's not a big enough stage for
Nah,
him. So
fair enough.
he's playing at the G. Huge game for both teams, so he'll love the spotlight. And we know what he did last time at the G against the Pies, so I'll be taking Jack for a goal. Then I've also got James Warple for 20 disposals at $1.22.
He's a good player.
Averaging 22 for the year. Only had 16 last week, but before that, He had 20, 28, 24, 26, 28. So I'll be taking that for him.
great
So
form.
give me Warble for 20.
Yeah, I've got 3. So Walsh for 25 at $1.22. He's, even when he's not playing his best, like even on the weekend, still had 30. He just stays around the footy the whole time, works enough that he gets himself into it. Got the whiz for 1, didn't kick one last week, had 2 shots in the first quarter.
They do.
I just feel for him, Ginnivan, the way that the Hawks play at the MCG, even at the start of the year against Geelong where they didn't get it done, they were still running in the pissing wet and like just trying to get the ball moving. They seem to love to want to play in front of the big crowd. So I think the whiz just pops up for 1. I really think it's going to be a high-scoring game, so he will get his looks. We have been struggling in the transition game, as it is very well known. I think we're like 17th or 18th in transition, so we can't stop it. And then also Charlie Kerr, this is just literally a gut feel. If he gets the matchup, Sicily's shoulder is fucked. He literally can't spoil. And you got Frosty. If we can get the ball in quick, Charlie has to turn around and
Charlie's
kick some
playing
goal.
on Frosty. He'll be licking his lips.
So for 3 goals at $1.65, especially because it's a Sunday leg, it'd be stupid not to fucking have him in. And especially, I think Jeff mentioned a few weeks ago, it's like we think that like the Coleman means something, like to be the first player to ever win 3 in a row.
Yeah, that's
if he
huge.
can kick a few here, then we got West Coast the week after, and then we go back to the Ice House against St Kilda. I think he knows like it's hard not to think about this shit when it's in the back of your mind.
100%.
And all it needs is for him to have 1 good game, and then he's fucking back rolling.
Couldn't agree more.
A big crowd, I think it's going to be awesome. I think all the big players are going to step up. So it's going to be a cracker, and all these legs are going to absolutely salute. So make sure, if you guys are in the Patreon, when we send this one out, this will be one that I'll be getting on definitely this same game up.
Definitely. I've got one more for you.
Beautiful.
Harry for 2.
Oh, nice.
It's just one of my favourite bets all year. Even when he's not concussed, he might be a little bit uncoordinated, Dust, but he just kicks snags.
Yes.
It's known. Probably been in equal form to Charlie, really, in the past 8 weeks, which is, I reckon, it's slipped under the radar.
Yep.
He's kicking a lot of goals per week, Dust.
1 last week.
Only
but
kicked
dog.
1
Besides last week,
Potentially still out of it, though. I reckon.
Still
that's
concussed.
obviously sickness. I
I think it was Ben playing.
Potentially.
Oh, you don't want that.
The month before, though, and this is where the money's made. So 2, 3, 5 and 2. So it's a hell of a Baker's month, including the one that was a little bit shaky. His last 3 against the Ham Hawks, he's had 2, 2 and 2.
Fantastic.
The form is there.
Awesome.
I'm getting about $1.30, I reckon. It's a premium price for a premium guy.
I'd love to see this if it was like we won 130, it's like 110.
Oh, just shoot.
I know we don't want that many points against us, but fuck it.
Weather looks good as well.
It's going to be 18 and sunny.
Let us know if you're going to the game because we'll get a couple of ciders in.
You see him at Hollywood Pizza after?
Yeah, 100% we will. Boys, next game, here we are. This one has to be at the Ice House because the other one's at the
They're
MCG.
all at the Ice House.
Richmond, St Kilda. If you're going, it's going to be 18 and sunny. Bring your scarves because it's going to be freezing in there, boys. Who do we like?
Give me Royal Marshall anytime.
$4.50 for the Brownlow. Awesome.
Yeah,
like most votes St Kilda.
That's the value we're talking about.
That's a gem.
You don't get that anywhere else.
We'll look back on this and think, oh, just good value, huh?
Absolutely will. This man, pretty close to a Warrnambool boy, Darcy. He's actually from Portland in country
nice,
Victoria.
nice.
The Portland Pylon, they call him down.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Nankervis, no matchup for my man Rowan for the big Portland Pylon. Portland Pylon. Been an up and down year for the man, but he went forward. He kicked 2 in the dog walking last week.
You're having an all-timer. Yeah. This is...
One the week before he kicked 2. He's kicked 1 his last 2 times against the Tigers. Last couple at the Ice House, he's kicked 2 goals,
fantastic.
1 goal. So 2 and 1, and both get a Dundas for $1.57. It's a premium.
Well done, Luke.
I've got another 2 legs, if that's okay. I've got
go.
the first
Thank
one, Liam Baker, 15 disposals. His bags are already packed to Perth.
He's gone.
He's still having a crack. His last 3, 21, 20, and 21.
Bags are packed, having a crack. I love it.
Yeah, it's good. And his last 2 times he's played against the Saints, he had 16 and 2
Nice.
and 20 and 1. So he's got good form against the Saints, so I'll be taking that. And I'll also take Dion Presty over 20 disposals.
Yep.
Nice.
Hasn't played a lot of games this year, the human bowling ball, but he looked back to his best last week, 29 disposals. Yep. He's also paying $1.30 to have 20 meatballs the night before the game.
Beautiful.
So I'll also
bet.
might
Great
chuck
bet.
that in as well.
Yeah,
for
it
Does a bit
personals.
of tissue damage to help
Yeah.
meatball. Boys, I've got a who am I as well.
Oh, great.
Here we go.
Cindy.
I wear number 43, but I'm not Koutoufidis. I'm originally from Leeton in New South Wales. This man is a sophisticated football robot sent back in time to help one lucky team. My nickname is the Sharminator. Who am I?
I'll go Anthony Koutoufidis.
No. Close.
You literally said it's not Koutoufidis.
Thinks and killed him, Morgs.
Yeah. I reckon it's Colin Miller.
It is not Colin Miller. It is Cooper Sharman, boys, for 2 snags
How do we not get
at
that?
$2.20. Apart from last week, the Sharmnado went 3, 2, 2, 2, 1. Oh, it's fucking hard when you're only getting 30 inside 50s a game and you're getting absolutely dog walked by the Lions, who are in piping hot form. You got Harris Andrews running around like Mr. fucking Inspector Gadget, just chopping off everything. You can't get like he was leading up. The patterns were good.
You can't.
The team wasn't there. I think against the Tigers, $2.20 for 2 goals. Shermanator.
Imagine the start of the year.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Imagine I looked you in the eyes and said, late in the year, we're going to have Sharman for 2 in back-to-back weeks in the 100K. Yeah. Big Sharmichael Hunt.
He gave the Bombers an absolute bath a few weeks ago.
Schmarmichael. All right, boys.
He's a butcher's dog.
Do you have another one?
No.
Beautiful. Last game, boys. Here we go. Crows, Bulldogs. Now, is this an upset?
Not for
Is
mine.
this an upset? No.
Not for mine.
Beautiful. All right.
Crows are in good form, though.
Let's go.
To be fair.
Let's go. Talk to me.
I've never been surer. Give me the Western Bulldogs head-to-head to win.
Never been sure.
Never been sure. $1.38 is unbelievable. The Crows are cheeks. So I know that they push the Cats, but they're cheeks. They're done. They've checked out. Whether they want to admit it or not, they have. The Dogs have timed this to absolute perfection. They had the Port loss 3 weeks ago. Or was it 2 weeks ago? Whatever it was, the big loss against Port. They've had the mail. They've been able to review the game. They're too talented, the Dogs.
They are too talented.
Jeff said it all year since he saw them against the Swans, and they've just timed their run to perfection. I think $1.38 is quite honestly laughable. And if it was 100K versus the bookies, Das, I'm on the Dogs.
Yeah, fantastic.
I like that. Give me the best player in the comp anytime snag, Marcus Bontempelli. He was unbelievable last week. I would have given him 4 Brownlow votes if I could, but you can't, unfortunately. He was that good. He's kicked 28 goals for the year. Playing predominantly midfield, so unbelievable. So I'll take him for anytime snag. Please.
Boys, I'm going to be taking Jamar for 3 snags at $2.50. Now, they call this man the dealer because every weekend he gets a bag. Boys, 2 goals, 6 on the weekend. His last 3 weeks before that, he had 4 goals, 1, 4 goals, 1, and 4 goals, 3.
Yep.
He's in piping hot form. So he kicked 2 goals, 6 on the weekend, and I swear he bellied one and kicked one out on the full. He almost had like 8 to 10 touches in the first quarter. He had an almost all-time game. So I love the form that he's in, the way they're moving the ball, that fast handball we spoke about last night. They come forward. It just creates lanes coming, and he's getting unbelievable looks at goal. So I think 3 is an absolute lock.
I love it. And as we said last night on the Sunday roast, paid $29 for 6 and kicked 2 goals, 6. So
you nearly had 10.
Unbelievable.
So I'll be taking him for 3. Anything else?
That's a great bet from you. Nothing from me.
I've got Treloar for 25 disposals.
Yeah, nice.
As I said before, he's playing that well. He might cost Bont the Brownlow. So having an unbelievable season. Should be all Australian, I would think.
Yes.
Averaging 32 for the year as well. So, yeah, it seems like an incredible human. And good to see him get a win.
He's in good form, so it's hard not to take him.
250th last week as well. At 30 and 2, so...
Boys, last leg of the multi.
Let's go.
Give me the tornado chaser.
Yep.
The bungee jumper, the skydiver, the bull rider, the monster truck driver. Yes, I'm talking about the thrill seeker. Riley Thilthorpe for 2 snags at $1.85. Yeah. Did you give him this one? Come on! Since coming back, boys, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. He's unbelievable. Someone locked him up in the woods. He's been fucking fighting wolves and eating bears. He's been eating bears, Morgs.
And just beef jerky.
And just punching alligators.
Oh, just boom!
Crocodiles.
Whooshka.
2 goals.
It's actually so good.
That's a great multi.
Great multi.
So do you want to read it out? That's what we got.
You want me to do it,
like I said, this isn't locked in because some of these players might be changing or might be going for surgery or they might just dog it to get dropped.
I hope not. Yeah, but we should say that we have put it on.
It's on.
So obviously this is not a lock for the 100K, for the Patreons, for the real that'll go out, but this is on. So it pays
90% on.
So we get $10.59 you got to have on this to get back $100 grand, $69.67.
Come on.
The balance is $1.41. So we do need this to start. Let's start at the top. So we've got Nick Larkey for 2, Hogan for 2, Jez Cameron for 2, Hayden Young for 20.
Come on.
Horn Francis for 20 and 1.
Yep.
Willem Drew for 20. Willie Rioli for 1. Sam Durham,
Jevsary.
20 disposals. Knackers Caddy for 1.
Calm Knackers.
That's Saturday.
Come on.
That looks good.
We're getting through.
Into Sunday, Harry Mackay for 2. Sam Walsh for 25.
Yep.
Charlie for 3.
Perfect.
Guinea for 1.
Yep.
Watson for 1. Warple for 20. Jack Martin in his 151st for 1.
Come on.
Richmond Saints, Liam Baker for 15.
Yep.
Sharmichael Hunt for 2.
Nice.
Dion Prestia for 20.
Here we go.
Rowan Marshall for 1.
Fantastic.
Into the Dogs game. Into a pretty white whale this game, to be fair to us.
Yeah, lots of legs.
Treloar for 25.
Love it.
Dogs money line head to head. $1.38. It's a great bet. Jamara for 3.
Bring us home.
Thilthorpe, thrill seeking bitch for 2. and Bont for 1.
That's nice.
That is the bet. 100K in your skyrocket for $10.59.
I love that. So no Punters Club unless we get 25 comments on YouTube saying Punters Club, and I will make it.
And we're doing a goal scorers market. Let's turn 1,000 into 2,000.
Yep.
Someone to kick 2. Who should it be? It can't be Waterman too early.
Well, Larky
too early. Although no, we need $2. We need a $2. We'll talk about that in the ramble.
We will. All right, boys, it is time now officially for the ramble.
Yes.
All right, so we obviously don't go over Friday night games. It's too early, so that's why we come through in the ramble. So we got the Swans and the Pies, boys. Swans $1.44,
Huge
Pies
game.
$2.82. No Degoe. Yes, Morgs.
I just wanted to quickly, because it's perfect for the ramble, I've been holding on to it. I want to go back to the Brownlow just quickly.
All right.
Yep.
So you had Treloar. So last night, Scully was talking about teams with 2 vote getters. So as a Bont bettor, you'd be scared about Treloar.
Yep. Definitely.
Heaney better no longer, but
So
Heaney,
Gould and
or
Warner.
Warner, you'd be scared about all 3. Scared about all 3.
Yep.
Can you tell us what you've got Walsh on?
Sam Walsh.
So
Fuck
Cripps
all.
on 30. So that's what I'm thinking. Cripps. So
But there's
Sam Walsh
But there's
is-
no other games that Walsh has absolutely like eclipsed Cripps.
There's been a lot of games where it's been Cripps Walsh 3-2.
Yeah.
So
but there's exactly. Every time they've played good, Cripps has always played
Kerno
better
as well. So I've got Walsh on 16 votes currently.
So
He
I'm-
just polls, doesn't he, the kid?
So looking at this, because what I was thinking, my thought process was
Yep.
that Scully was talking about Dacos, saying no one else grabs votes. So you've got Dacos on 26. The next best is Jack Crisp on 8.
Yes.
Huge discrepancy.
Yep.
Cripps on 30. Walsh on 16. Cripps is home. Because
Pretty much.
It's a great argument.
Brisbane, McCluggage 15, Dunkley 12. There's like a lot of players that...
Cam Rayner's coming in great form.
But the only thing I find with even Brisbane, like, you know, I say the Swans, like Warner, Gould and Heaney, those 3 might like circulate and like steal votes. I feel every time Brisbane play well, Neil always gets the 3 and then the others steal off each other. I think this year Cripps, other years Cripps and Walsh have sort of stolen. But anytime they play well, Cripps has always been the better one. So he always gets a 3 and it's everyone else is fighting out for the 2. But I definitely think for the other teams, like the Dogs, like there will definitely be a few games where Treloar might get the 3 over Bont, 100%. But I just think Neil definitely gets the votes. Dacos definitely gets the votes. And Cripps definitely gets the votes.
Same with like Caleb Sarong. I've got him on 22 votes.
His first half of the year, because Brayshaw didn't get near it.
I've got Hayden Young on 17 and Brayshaw on 15. So there's, so they're close to him as well.
So to me, that almost says to me I'm out of the Sarong race. I'd love him to win it, but I'm just going by the Bible. Cripps is the bet, Neil is the bet, and Dacos is the bet. 350 for a Cripps, 5 for Neil, and 6 for Dacos.
Can we get a 3-way tie, boys? I'd
Have
love
10,
it.
10 units, whatever your units are, 10 units on each of them, and just kick back.
Fantastic.
Go to
Honestly,
Mexico or something.
Watch it roll in. Boys, the Ramble, Swans, Collingwood. Who do you like? Anything in this one?
So I got some mail for you because it's part of the ramble. So Sydney's won each of its last 3 matches against Collingwood at the SCG.
Wow.
So that's got to stand for something. And then Sydney has covered the line in each of the last 10 Friday night games.
Wowee.
So minus 15.5. They prepare well, get a pasta in. Hard to rule out teams from the premiership race, but a lot of people that we spoke to on Saturday night said, after that loss, Martin, can the Swans win the premiership?
I'm going to say no.
Which is crazy.
The premiership runway that Hoodie was talking about, no, like I think one premier is lost one game in the last 4 games of the year. So and they lost by 112 points. So
it's a big loss.
It's very. I mean, I wouldn't rule them out definitely, but it's hard to see.
Can you imagine Jev listening to this? He's just licking his lips with receipts. Brisbane favourite at 350, Dogs at 550, Sydney third favourite at $6.
The Dogs second favourite,
and then this is fourth is Port at $9. I still don't know if Port are any good.
So now's your time. If you like anyone outside the top 2, bet on them. If you're a Carlton supporter, fuck it.
It's crazy the Dogs is 7th and a second favourite.
If you're a Swan supporter, bet on them. Like, now's the best time to bet on the Swans. They've been fucking $2, $3.50 all year. Like, what are they now? Sorry, did you say?
$6 third favourite.
$6.
Is real
crazy.
They're still on top. They could get they get Papley back. Things can go right. So, in this game though, Morgs, I said, if this man can run around like he did last week, playing with a bit of confidence, the mythical one, Will Hoskin-Elliott kicking 2, he's paying $2.95 for 2. Last 2 times against the Pies. He hasn't done that well, but in the prelim final, when it actually meant something, he kicked 2. So 295, I think with De Goey out, he might get a few more looks.
He plays everywhere. You can play him on a wing, half
fucked.
back, half forward, full forward.
And I've also got another nice little juicy
Sub.
one for you boys.
Well, hang on. I'm adding that. So you keep going, but I'm going to get this little juicy one.
This is also a big game for Collingwood as well, because if they win and Hawthorn lose, they jump Hawthorn.
Really?
So, and that gives them a good chance to still make the 8. So, you know, it's a huge game.
I've
Huge
got
ladder implications.
Massive implications.
Tell me I'm a fucking idiot, but
You are a fucking idiot.
I think that I can just see these two guys going head to head. So Goulden in his last 5 games has had a 40 disposal game.
Yep.
He's had one. So his last 2 games against Collingwood, he's had 30 and 37.
Yep.
Nick Dacos, his last game against Sydney, in round 2, he had 37 disposals.
Wow.
So I'm going to take them both for 40.
They're in.
So Goulden is $12. Dacos is $7.75. If you take them both for 40 disposals, that gets you $103.
Wow.
Well,
Why the fuck not?
I wonder if
That's power played, by the way.
Rowbottom will go to Dacos, though.
Probably. But
Especially after having 37 in round 2.
can you imagine they both walk off with 40?
It'd be nice.
you get 357 if you double them into Hoskin for 2.
And that
357?
Yep. To 1.
That's fucking multi.
That's cashier.
that would mean Brownlow votes for Dacos as well, you'd think. So that'd be good.
Yeah, you want them all keep getting votes now.
Yeah.
Cripps needs a couple of weeks.
I would love to see Nick win it.
He'll win one.
Third year. I know, but
Mind you, every time you say that, it's like
such
just
a
think
gun.
how hard it is to continually front up and get votes. Like there's only...
no. But he stands out like dog's
Oh,
balls.
does he what?
Especially in that Collingwood side.
So that's my bet. I'm taking Goulden into Dacos for 40. Tell me I'm a fucking idiot.
You are an idiot.
Do in the comments.
I got something for you.
Matty Roberts for 40 touches, $51.
Let's just say the Swans lose to the Pies.
Right.
All right.
Which they probably will.
Live ladder Friday night, they'll still be on top, 56 points.
Yep.
Brisbane on 54. Let's say they win.
Yep.
Go to 58 points.
Yep.
Let's
So
say
they'll be on top.
Let's say Port win.
They beat
Melbourne.
Yep.
They won't go to. They'll go to equal 56 points, but Swans will have him on percentage.
Okay.
But equal with the Swans 56.
Yep.
GWS. GWS are winning on Saturday.
Against
Who are they playing?
Brisbane.
Fuck. I thought it was North. Brisbane and Giants both can't win unless they draw.
Hello. Geelong beat Fremantle. 52 points they're on.
All right.
They go to 56 points.
Fantastic.
Swans in 2 weeks could be out of the 4.
Wow. There we go. We've done it.
Where else do you get this?
We've done it.
We got there.
There it is.
I know where you're going with
So in the next 2 weeks,
that. Manifest it.
Swans could be out of the 4.
It's not even that I want them out of the 4. I thought I was onto something big there.
That's awesome.
Who are they playing?
They're playing each other.
This is so good.
Yeah, fucking hell.
A lot of people won't understand this humour, but this
I've
is
cried like 4 times.
this is
already.
rich stuff.
It's just funny that we think this pod might take off. That's the funniest. That's the biggest
Someone
joke.
out there will find this funny.
That's the biggest joke of all.
If someone's still watching, I'm sure they're pissing themselves.
Honestly, credit to you.
Some people will enjoy it.
Oh,
I love listening to you guys every
10 or 15 or so.
Can't believe it.
I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
That's pretty much it. The Ramble, no punters club. Jev's still getting his getting a massage every day. He did. By the way, he did yoga today. He has the tightest.
He's tighter than Hoskin.
I swear I saw Jev on Flight Centre like quarter time of the Swansport game.
Yeah,
He's just booked a flight.
yeah, Bali was never in the works.
Yeah.
I do love it.
He's hanging on the Blues not to make the 8.
Oh, and he hates the Bombers.
I'd be shattered.
It's one of it's a pretty funny ramble, but it's one of the weakest in terms of. So just to wrap up the ramble, we've got Goulden for 40, Dacos for 40.
so true.
Hoskin Elliott for 2.
That's what we've come up with.
We've given you a 3-banger paying 357 on a Friday night.
To be fair, when that
hits though, we'll be in Cancun.
No, usually there's some actually pretty decent insight, and
No,
I guess
fuck.
the only missing thing is Jev. So maybe Jev's the genius.
Well, he's the Swans.
Isn't Jev the one that said the Swans are the 96 Bulls though?
True. Anyway,
Genius.
hey, it's a hell of a ramble. Hey, thank you for joining us.
Hey, thanks for coming.
great
Next
intel.
time we'll see you.
I haven't cried this long in a while.
Next time we see you will be
Brownlow night.
Do you reckon it'll be Brownlow night? 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not
probably
coming back
will
on because I don't want to.
That's nice.
We're going
boys.
live, 4-hour extravaganza. All your best bets. It's going to be a hell of a night. The count will
We'll
be
bet
awesome.
on the games as well, as we said.
Be awesome.
Yeah.
Dacos 3 goals, $10.
Which
There's your
one?
insight.
Nick.
Josh.
Well, remember the
Fucking
game he
hell.
had against Adelaide? He kicked 3 goals and had like 30. Fuck, I could see that.
That was like ages ago.
On the Discord, send up. There'll be there's some animals in the Discord.
They're betting on baseball. They're
What they
betting.
are
That
do-
is so good.
It is unprecedented what they're doing this year.
I just want to get this out in the ramble.
I'll put that on just a
No,
dollar.
Still rambling.
The bet hasn't. Yeah, no. I just want to get this out there. I love the Olympic weightlifting, and it hasn't
Yes.
started yet. So
Yes, great call.
I've put this on. So Li Fabian from China, $1.12 in the 61 kilo weightlifting class. He's an absolute mole. Lock that in. Now the next one. There's this new Iranian weightlifter that's somehow favourite over the reigning champion Shi Zhiyong. So he's unbelievable at the 73 kilos. He's paying $2.27.
So you like the upstart or the champion?
I like the champion, but
Yep.
they've got him underdog.
I like
Unless I see Shi Zhiyong lose,
Yes.
I'm not backing against
I
him. Like,
love that.
he's unbelievable. He doesn't
Awesome.
split jerk, squat jerks, comes straight underneath 227. And then also we got Lasher, the biggest man you'll ever see in the over 102 kilo weight class.
Yep.
He's fucking giant. He's paying $1.09.
So what are we getting for this?
So this is on my feed.
Yep,
So
great.
this is paying.
We'll put this in the Discord
It's paying
too.
$2.77. So it's just like an honest
Awesome.
multi. Li Fabian, Shi Zhiyong, and then Lasher.
That's great.
Awesome.
That is what the ramble is
Olympic
for.
weightlifting, honestly, you go and watch it because it's fucking good stuff when you watch it.
Yeah. And I've got an 8-legger European handball that I'm working on.
Nice.
I'll get that in the Discord. Thanks for joining.
Thanks
Shark.
for having me.
You're a good egg.
Bombers by how much?
Bombers by 17 points.
Over
Gold Coast.
Hawk Snags.
Gold Snags. God damn it.
Replay of the last time we were at Carlton Hawks. I'm going to say Blues by a point.
I'll be taking the Blues by 17.
Chili,
baby back
ribs.
Ribs.
Credit to you if you got through this.
Credit.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call 1-800-858-858 or visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.